Okay, let's have a look at this. We've got this formula here. We're asked to find when the deflection y is a maximum, what value of x, and there's an inflection point in this. What value of x does that happen as well, apparently? So here's the formula. Y equals, it's a beam of weight w per unit length. EI is just, these are just constants then, fixed values. L is the length of the beam, so that's a fixed constant. X is the variable, and y is the deflection. It's a function of x, basically, along with an array of constants. Okay, so let's have a look then. We need dy dx, don't we? Find out if it's a max or min, let it equal 0. So it's this many of these, so you've got power rule, haven't you? So it's going to be the w over 48 ei. And now differentiate the terms. 4 times 2 is 8x cubed minus 15l x squared, power rule there. 3 comes down. 3 5l's of 15l. 1 less, plus 2 comes down to be with the 3l squared to make 6l squared, lots of x. Okay, let that equal 0 then. Now, okay, so here we've got an x common all the way through. Let's take the x out then. Wx over 48 ei, oops, times x, yeah, 8x squared then, minus 15lx plus 6l squared, isn't it, equals 0. This is a quadratic in x, so many x squared, so many x's, and a constant term. So here equals 0 when x is equal to, now it's going to be when this is 0. When does this quadratic equal 0? It equals 0 when x is minus b. So that would be plus 15l plus or minus the square root of b squared. Minus 15l is b, isn't it? So that would be 225l squared minus 4 times 8 times 6l squared all over 2 lots of a, which is over 16. So 225 minus 4 8s are 30, 4 8s are 32, times 6 is 196. No, hang on, let's work it out. 4 8s are 32, times 6, 180, 192. That's better. So I'm going to put 192l squared in here, rather than 4 times 8 times 6. 192l squared. 25, 225 minus 192, add 7 to 25 is 32. So that number in there, which I'm just going to do now, is 192 and 25. 8 and 25 is 33, sorry. 33l squared. Take the l outside, because it's square root of this and square root of that. So that's equal to 15 plus or minus the square root of 33. Lots of l, isn't it? Because l is common here and here. Over 16. Okay, so now, okay, so what do we get? Well, if we did 15 plus root 33, that's going to be bigger than l, isn't it? That number's bigger than 1. So that won't be a value. So it has to be the smaller value, x equals 15 minus root 33 over 16 lots of l is the solution there. And that's when we have a, is it a max or min? Let's get the second derivative. Here's dy dx, so d2y. So d2y then, by dx squared is equal to wx, ooh, w, we've got an x here, there it is, w over 48 ei, over 48 ei, take the x back in so we can differentiate, so we got 24x squared, 24x squared then, minus 30lx minus 30 Lx plus 6L squared. Okay, that's the d2y. Now when does that equal 0? Well, it would be when this equals 0, and that would be the point of inflection, wouldn't it? This has to equal 0, and a change of sign has to occur. I think we'll look back at the rules for point of inflection, but I know it definitely equals 0. So we got a 6 common here. 6w over 48ei. We got 4x squared minus 5lx plus l squared. So 6w over 48ei, 4x and x, l and l, minus 4 minus 5lx, yeah, that looks good. 4x squared minus 4lx minus lx is minus 5x. 5lx, and then plus the l squared. Yeah, that looks fine. So either x equals l or x equals l over 4. So now for a point of inflection, I'm just going to look back at the rules for a point of inflection as far as the second derivative was concerned. F double dash changes sign as x increases through c. So does f double dashed of x change sign? That's the question. So when x is L, does it change sign? Well, it couldn't be bigger than now because that's the maximum length of the rod. So we don't know that because it stops at x equals L. So the only point in question, relevance to this problem, is x equals L over 4. So not at x equals L. So when x is less than, just a little bit less than L over 4, this would be L over 4, this would be negative. You'd have negative, wouldn't it? So d2y by dx squared is positive. When x is greater than L over 4, d2y by dx squared then, this would be bigger, and this would be negative, so that's less than 0. So yes, point of inflection. Inflection at x equals L over 4.